Hello my friends and welcome to my video. Today's video is Christmas family room decorate with me, and this is a fourth video in this year's Christmas decorate with me series, and I can't wait to share with you how cozy this room turned out. Here is a quick little look of my room. This has taken me probably several days to complete. I started off by setting up the tree and fluffing it. I did not take you along for that. We all know, well, I hope we all know how to fluff a tree, but if you don't know how to fluff it, you just fluff it until you reach the desired thickness of the tree. So I'm starting off with my mantle, and I had already put my command hooks here. I just used clear ones here, and then I didn't have enough, so I did use a small white one just in the middle, because originally I wasn't going to use one in the middle, but we all know how that turned out in my living room. So I'm starting off with this cedar garland. This is last year's purchase from Home since it was a steal. I think I paid like $34.99 for it, and I think it's 9 feet long, so really good deal. And then I did purchase my Norfolk pine garland at Canadian Tire. Now, an FYI, I paid $59.99 for it, but I did double check what their price guarantee was. The lady told me it was 14 days. She did tell me that that's now standard across all Canadian Tires. So it happened to come on sale 7 days later for 25% off. So I did go back to get my money back. So I think the wreaths ended up being $42 or $44. So a little bit of savings, but I did use that saved money to purchase something else, which I will share with you in just a little bit. This Norfolk pine isn't the easiest garland to work with. It's not very bendable the way I wanted it to be, but I did love the end result. If you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, my name is Sonja, and on this channel we do lots of decorating videos, especially seasonal decorating, and I also share lots of cleaning and organizing videos as well, sprinkled in between the decorating. So if this is something that you enjoy watching, I would love it if you considered subscribing, and don't forget to press the notification bell so you get notified when my videos come up. I still have a few Christmas decorate with me videos coming your way, so you definitely want that notification bell to be on so you get notified when those do pop up on my channel. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but it is very much in style to have a bit of an offset garland, so longer on one side, shorter on the other. I wanted my top to be really thick, so I did use the new garland and just doubled it up on top. It is each of them were 6 feet, so it is a shorter garland, and my mantle is quite long. I think it's almost 65 inches, if it's not even longer, because I think it was 65 inches when it was original, and I did build the top for it last year, and I think I made it a little bit bigger. So let's say right around 70 inches, which I'm not quite sure how many feet that is. But anyways, I put 2 of the Norfolk garlands on top, and then I just had the cedar one hanging down. It is a little bit thinner than I would like it. I am considering adding maybe a little bit more greenery to the bottom of it just to thicken it up, but I haven't done that in this video. You'll just have to come back and see if I did it when I share my home tour. To attach the garland and keep it kind of in place, I did use a little bit of a twine just to tie it up. You can also use twist ties if you want, or add more command hooks, but I found that the burlappy twine, like the brown twine, worked very well for that. On the end of it, I did add some bells. These are small bells that I had purchased last year on Amazon. It was a set of, I think, like 10 or 12 of them. And I stringed them together with a jute rope just to give it that rustic hanging cascading look. And I also added some, well, I was going to add some black ribbon to it, and then I did change my mind and just left the bells as they were. Now moving on, I'm going to start decorating the tree. And if you've been around on this channel, you know that the tree in my family room is very traditional Christmas tree, lots of traditional colors, your reds, your golds, and your greens. So I'm starting off with this berry wreath. Now I've had this since my husband and I moved in together, which is like, oh my goodness, like 27 years ago. Well, maybe not that long, about 25 years, let's say. And I add that to my tree all around it, and just kind of have branches popping out. I love how subtle that look is. Here and there you just see these little berries popping out. I've been doing this, like I said, ever since I had a tree. There was a period where I had made a garland out of the wreath out of this garland, but then that lasted for a few years, and then I took it apart and added the trees back into the garland back into the tree. I think it's just such a nice classic look, and I just love doing it. Once I'm done adding the garland, I'm going to start with my largest ornaments that I have. So the largest ones are bells. These came from Dollarama, and I just take two of them and just loop them together, and then I hang that onto a tree so they look like they are tied together. You can tie them as well. I've just been doing it this way, and I love the look. I should really go get 2 more because I have 4 of them, and I think 3 sets would look better than 2. I always think odd numbers together are better than even numbers. Now next ornaments are these pomegranates, and again I've had these for several years. I did purchase them at a florist at the mall. There used to be this store that had an amazing Christmas decorations and would really do up beautiful, beautiful setup of a living room in their display, and then they had several different themed trees, and I just fell in love with everything that they've had. The owners now have changed, and the people that own it now don't go all out for Christmas the way she used to, but when she did, I purchased some of these ornaments from her. I even remember back then they were like $20 an ornament, so it was a bit of a splurge for me, but nevertheless, they have lasted me several years. I'm going to now just add some pickles to the tree. I did talk about these pickles last year. They are just from Dollar Tree. I did purchase several of them, but my niece ended up taking a few of them because she thought it was the cutest thing to have a pickle on a tree. So I gave her a couple sets. So I have, I think, 4 on the tree. It's my husband's thing, so, and we don't hide the pickle. The pickles are pretty obvious, but I guess you can hide the pickles, and then whoever finds the pickle gets an extra Christmas present. But my husband saw a pickle tree in Epcot in a German pavilion, and he fell in love with it. If he had it his way, this tree would be a pickle tree, but we know better. So the next ornaments, I'm adding my gold ornaments and then my red ornaments. They're the same size, and they're just gold speckled ornaments. And now these are a little bit different. They are more have more design on them. So I have a couple in this size, and then I also have same ones but in a smaller size. And I don't have really a system of adding these on. I just kind of put some on, look back, see where there's spot for more, where it looks bare, and then I add the other ornament there. And I try not to have too many same colors clustered together, kind of spread it out. And once all the big balls are on, I'm going to go ahead with smaller ones and just add them around again. And then once all my balls are on, I go with ornaments. Most of my ornaments either came from Canadian Tire or Dollar Store that are here. There's one that's from our travels, and then I think that's about sums it up from where my ornaments came from. Yes, and once ornaments are on, these grapes go on. I've talked about these grapes. I think every year I share this video. They came from a dollar store called Looney Lizard. When we first bought the tree, I thought they were the coolest thing, and I've been putting them on a tree since then alongside the berries. I think the berries even came from the same dollar store. And I think I have about 20 of them, and I just placed them all over the tree. My tree that was here used to be bigger, and it was a Michael's tree, and I had it for over 20 years, and it completely disintegrated. So this is a second year for this tree. So, but I don't think I have too many grapes. I think I just have enough. Once all the grapes were on, I did proceed to add this angel, which refused to stay on. I struggled with it for a little bit. I did manage to put it up. It did end up falling. So when I do my final video, the tree does not have an angel on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to add one, but I'm going to see if I can find something better to put on top. It is cracked on the bottom, and I think that's why it keeps flipping off. But I did try to put them on because everything else is fine. It's just the little base is cracked. So let's see if I can fix it or buy something new. We'll see. And the last thing that this tree needed was a skirt. I did purchase this last year at HomeSense, and I love it. It's fairly large. I think it would be good for a much bigger tree, but it does work here. You just have to tie it at the back. The ties sometimes do come apart, but it doesn't bother me whatsoever. This is where the presents go as well, so it does hold it in. The presents will hold it in place. And I do want to report that the tree's been up now for a week, and the kids, even though they don't spend a lot of time up here, the daycare kids, it is our kind of meeting point in the morning and at the end of the night. They have not touched it once. I am very impressed. Now my husband has finally installed these things that I bought last year when we were renovating at HomeSense. I did end up painting the inside black. It was more of a rust kind of silver color, but I did paint it black because I thought it would look better on with my decor. The wood around it is very similar to the wood that I have on my coffee table as well as my mantle. And I am adding these wreaths. Now I share this wreath at the first video that I shared, which was my front entryway, because I originally put one there. It is a Norfolk pine wreath. They're the mini wreath. They're 6-inch on the inside, and I absolutely love them. So I decided that I wanted 2 of them, so I added 2 here. And for the front foyer, I bought a different wreath, which you will again just have to come back for the home tour to see which wreath I did use. It was a very budget-friendly wreath, and I was very happy that I found them. I wanted to share a closer look so you can see how beautiful these wreaths are, because the light during that time was not the greatest. So this is the next day, and as we sat with our tree, we felt like it was missing something, and my husband thought that he wanted some berries in a tree. So we went to Sheridan Nurseries, which is a great store for Christmas decor. It is very pricey as well. Sometimes you can find good deals. A lot of my Christmas trees came from there. However, the berries were a little bit expensive, and I thought that I could probably find some at Dollarama, and I sure did. I found these. However, we did not love the leaves on them. So I bought 8 of them, and I did remove the leaves off. And then when I was removing the leaves, I did notice that there was one that the leaves were different than the other ones, and I thought that those leaves probably would have worked. These were, I don't know, I just did not love these wreaths whatsoever, but they just ripped off. I was struggling with a price sticker to take it off, but the leaves came right off, and then the berries look like the ones that came from Sheridan. However, the ones at Sheridan were $19.99, and these were, I think, $2, $2.25, so a lot cheaper, especially when you're buying 8 of them. I have similar ones for my pot outside, so I knew that somebody had them, just couldn't remember whether it was Dollarama or Dollar Tree, but it was Dollarama that had them. So I'm just spreading out the little branches, and now I'm going to just added to little spots where we felt like it was bare. So this combined with the little mini berries from the garland just made the tree look even more spectacular. I have to give credit for this to my husband, who tends to get involved in my decorating all the time. And this time it was for a good cause. So these are the berries, the rest of the berries. So I just wanted to show you how nice this looks. So remember how I told you I saved money on the garland, and when we were at the Sheridan Nurseries, I found some bells. I am going to replace the bells that are hanging here because those are bigger and nicer looking, and I thought they would look better here. I also added some twinkling lights to my garland as well. One of them was acting up a little bit, but I did manage to fix it. So I'm quite happy that I found these bells. They were, I think I will show you the price tag. I think they were $24.99. So as you can see, they're much bigger than the other ones. And here is a little look on the fireplace with the fire on, and I just think it looks beautiful. I love this garland and I love the bells. It makes my heart happy. Now I'm going to turn my camera this way and do something about the couches, the coffee table, and the side table. I thought I'd show you these pillows. I did get these last year at Home Sense. It was a set of 2, and I did only add 2 pillows here because I already have the black stripe ones here as well, and I thought 2 would have been enough. And then I added a nice white soft blanket to the other side. And on the chair, I added my holidays pillow that I've had for several years, and it's from Home Sense as well. For the coffee table, I'm going to add a vase that I purchased last year. It was actually this year at the, it was last year at Home Sense. It was on clearance, and I added some cedar branches. Now, these cedar branches are real branches. Several years back, I bought a bunch, like a bouquet of them at Home Sense, and I know that I paid $12.99, and I think there was like 12 of them in there. So I used several of them in here. And then I paired it up with a tree from Dollarama, my DIY bell, and then I thought I wanted some antlers and this candle. This candle came from Dublin Mercantile over in Bayfield, Ontario, and I love that candle. Don't love the smell of it all that much, but I love the look of it. So I kind of played around as to what I wanted this to look like. I'm not sure that I am 100% with the end result. I might play around with it a little bit more, but I would love to know what you guys think about the end result. Do you like it? Do you think I should add something, remove something? I would love to know. Sometimes all it takes is one of you to suggest something that I didn't think of, and it would be like the light bulb goes off. And over here I have a diffuser, which I'm just going to put on the floor. I can use it on the floor. And I still haven't found a side table that I want that will go here perfect. I'm still on a hunt because I am looking for secondhand, so it does take a little time. And I'm adding my little red house that lights up. This is, well, it's not that little, but it is a house. It came from HomeSense last year, and I'm pairing it up with a little burlap Christmas tree from Dollarama. I did put some twinkling lights on this tree as well, just to add some more light to this area. I like that the candle in the house flickers. However, it is a little bit more yellow than the rest of the lights that I have going on in the house. And to complete this look, I'm going to be adding my little red truck that I've had now for a while, and I think it did come from HomeSense as well. Now the trees in this truck are completely different color, but I don't care. I think it all looks really cute. So here is my room all done, and I would love to know what you guys think. And I know some people have asked me last year when I shared I do not have one of those frame TVs. That is just a YouTube channel that I googled. That I searched for. It's Christmas art, TV art, screensaver, and you can choose from many different ones, and that is what I put on, and I love it. You can have one for every season. So I think this room turned out so cute. I love it. It's very traditional colors, and it kind of ties all the red throughout the house together, and I love it. Let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.